Hi, I'm Frankie Kleva, and I'm going to attempt to make a battery for my chemistry class. To make the voltaic cell, I'm going to be using a lemon, copper wire, zinc screws, a battery tester with lead wires, and then another set of lead wires with alligator clips. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to roll the lemon so all the juice can come out and from the little compartments, so it'll be easier for the battery to work. And then I'm going to take a knife and slice 2 slits in the lemon so it'll be easier to put the copper and the zinc screw in. So I have a copper wire that I put around my finger a few times, and then it'll have a tail sticking out so it'll be easy to pull out. And I'm going to put it in one end of the lemon. Okay, and then I'm going to slice the other end and put the zinc screw in. And I'm going to make sure that they don't touch. So now I'm going to test the voltage of just the one lemon with the copper and the zinc in it using my battery tester. So I'm going, since the zinc is providing electrons to the copper via the electrolyte, which is the lemon juice, the acid, the citric acid, it's going to become a positive ion because it's losing electrons, and then the copper becomes negative because it's gaining electrons. So I'm going to touch the black negative wire to the zinc and the positive red wire to the copper. So when I touch the 2 wires to the copper and the zinc, it shows a charge. But it's not a lot, so I'm going to create another lemon voltaic cell. So I've created another voltaic cell using another lemon. So now I have 2 lemons with zinc and copper in them. So in the lemon, the copper acts as the cathode and the zinc acts as the anode. And like I said, the electrolyte is the lemon juice. And so when it's hooked up to the wires, the zinc oxidizes because it loses electrons and gives it to the copper. And then that means the copper reduces, gaining electrons. And on the copper side, when that happens, it produces hydrogen gas, although you can't see it because it's inside the lemon. And so this makes the chemical reaction become electrical energy, which is why it produces a reading on the meter. So now I have the 2 lemons with the copper and the zinc hanging out of both of them. So now we're going to create one voltaic cell, one continuous voltaic cell, instead of just having 2 lemons. So I'm going to connect the positive red wire to the zinc of one lemon and take the other end of the red wire and connect it to the copper of the other lemon, and then take the one end of the black wire, the negative wire, and connect it to the copper of the first lemon, and then connect the other end of the black to the voltage meter red wire, and then we're going to have the black wire left over because I'm going to touch it to the zinc to create a chart. Okay, so now I'm going to touch the black wire of the battery tester to the zinc of the lemon to create electricity. So to review what I just did to make this lemon battery. So when we put the copper and the zinc into the lemon, we made the copper the cathode and the anode the zinc. And then, like I said before, the electrolyte was the lemon juice, because it's acidic. So when everything was together and we put the wires on, the zinc oxidized and it lost electrons, and then those electrons went to the copper, and so the copper reduced because it gained electrons. And then so the electrons go from the zinc to the copper because that's the anode to the cathode, and that's the way electrons go from A to C. So the zinc produced electrons and it became a positive ion, so it decreased the mass of the zinc inside the lemon. You can't see it, you can't notice it. While the copper received the electrons that the zinc gave away, and so the mass increased a little bit. So this made a chemical reaction from this setup into chemical energy used to display a reading on the battery meter. And that's how I made a battery. Yay! So first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take a knife. No, that's not the first thing I'm going to do. So I have a copper wire. Nuts! So once we have our two lemons connected, and I'm going to touch the red to the red cable to the zinc, and then it's going to create a charge. Oh, nuts. Just kidding! And are you taking a video of me? No, I messed up! Of this setup. Oh my god, I'm gonna kill myself. So